Hi guys, welcome to my first drone tutorial video. If you take a look at my channel, you'll see that I focus mostly on 3D visualization tools. So I create content for virtual reality, augmented reality, and things like that. But recently I got the Mavic Air 2. I've been flying drones for a while, but the Mavic Air 2 has really helped me push the limits of what can be done with a drone. And I posted a 3D model of a building that I captured using my Mavic Air 2, and it seems like there was quite a bit of interest on how I did this. So before I get to that tutorial, I figured I might as well start with some other stuff that there's a lot of good content for getting you up in the air with your drone and stuff, but I found like there's not a lot of videos covering some of the other stuff that I think is very important, which is pre-flight. So I'm going to start with that. I'm going to show you guys a couple tools that they're accessible for everybody, and a lot of times people don't really think about it. And the good thing about doing a pre-flight is that it can save you a lot of headache before you get to a spot. It can help you figure out if you're going to have enough battery, distance for your remote control, and I'll show you guys an example here. So this is the area where I usually do some of my in-city flight, and as you see, I have a lot of space where I can go and do some more landscape and the mountains and things like that. So the reason why I like Google Earth instead of Google Maps is because of this tool right here, the measuring tool. So with this guy, we can use it for calculating spaces. It's very hard to go to some place and know exactly how far. You might think that I'm a kilometer away from here, I should reach no distance, but in reality you could be a lot further than that, and that's why Google Earth, it's a good tool for visualization. So I'll give you guys an example that I used the other day. So I'll switch to 3D mode. So let's say that you're planning on going somewhere around here. You're gonna fly, you're thinking, okay, I'm far away from people, nobody's gonna be bugging me here, and I want to capture some footage of this parking lot over here, something. So the good thing about the measuring tool is you're gonna be around here somewhere, and then you can measure, and then boom, your distance. You're going to be around 1200 meters from your point of view, from where you're gonna start flying. And not only that, but you can see your tree coverage as well. I found a lot of videos of people saying that they were losing connection with the Mavic Air 2, that it didn't have enough reach, that and most of the times I notice from their videos, as soon as I see where they're shooting from, you can tell that it's it's a user error, not really the Mavic Air 2. So I usually try to plan my flights in a higher space than where I'm going to shoot, and I make sure that I look for areas where there's not gonna be much tree coverage. So you have all your satellites, you have a good connection, you can see clearly your drone. It's easier to be looking down than being looking. Sometimes the sun can blind you completely where your drone is. And I'll give you guys an example of I wanted to take some photographs of this bridge over here. Right now we're in flooding time, so the water is actually all the way here. Normally I would have just gone here, but right now the water is all the way to the tree lines basically. So I tried to take a couple shots from this path over here, and as you can see, there was a clearing right here that I could kind of see through to the bridge and stuff. But even though I'm pretty sure with the Mavic Air 2 I would have no issues with the connection here, but I didn't want to risk it, especially since I'm going over water and stuff like that. I don't want to lose my drone, right? So yeah, this is a great tool for that. You can see that there's going to be a lot of tree coverage, so probably not the best idea. So what I used Google Earth for was, okay, so where is another area that I can probably use to make those shots? Like, obviously you don't want to be, close to traffic or anything like that. So then I saw this little guy popping up here. And as you can see, it's pretty much the perfect spot to take, because I'm on higher ground, I'm overlooking everything, and on top of that, if I wanted, I end up taking some shots that I wasn't planning on just because of the view from what I could see from up here, and then it gave me some other view of the rest of the city on the other side. So yeah, thanks to Google Earth, like, you can see your elevation a lot more clear. You can, if you want, I knew I was gonna be within distance here, but if you still wanted to measure, you have plenty of room to even plan your whole path and everything. So I think that's all I wanted to talk for the first video. I just wanted to make it brief and kind of show you guys how to use Google Earth for planning and taking into account when you're gonna go do a mission, especially right now that DJI Fly doesn't really have much of a planning tool. We kind of have to do everything manual right now, and even after they add some, I think I will still use Google Earth just because of how nice it is to even discover some areas that you probably normally wouldn't even know. So it's very nice to use this and try to plan even how you're going to fly, right? Like what's going to be your perspective and everything. Well, thanks for watching, and I'll be posting a new video in the next couple days showing some other tools, and eventually build up until we get to building the 3D model using the drone.